Hello and welcome to Small Talk, everyone. Well, today's guest is a musician. She's also a music therapist, which sounds really fascinating. Time to meet Sue Baines. Welcome to the show, Sue.
Thank you very much. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you. Okay, I know you played the accordion, right?
Yeah, that's my primary performance instrument these days.
So just wondering why the accordion?
I started out as a piano player. That was the first instrument I learned. And um, gosh, how long would it be? Over 20 years ago, I used to go hear the Sunday Soul Service band. And Jack Velker played in that band, and he played keyboard and accordion. And
Okay.
and when he passed away, there was a benefit for his widow to, help her sort things out. And I bought his accordion, and I started playing it. So that was about 13 years ago, I think. And it was fun to learn a new instrument at this stage in my career.
Yeah.
And I do find I use it in my music therapy work, but also I play in a couple of bands and play accordion.
Okay, what bands do you play with?
I play with Nouveau Zydeco, and I've been sitting in with the Burn Unit.
Oh, all right. So when did you start performing professionally?
Let me see. Gosh, that would have been it'd been in the 80s.
Hmm.
It's in the 80s. I played solo piano, I played cocktail piano kind of jobs at the Holiday Inn and places like that.
Right.
Uh, and then I also performed it with my first husband. We played guitars. So we'd
Okay.
do
Do you come from a musical family at all?
my mom was very musical. Um, and most of the people in my family do music of one sort or another. I'm the only one who became a professional musician though.
Did you go to school? Did you for music?
Oh, I did. Yes, I did my Bachelor of Music at the University of Calgary, and I finished that in 1984. And
Right.
then I studied music therapy at Wilfrid Laurier University in Ontario, um, and just carried on. I have a PhD in music therapy, so I've studied music as much as you can study it, I think.
So what does a music therapy involve?
Music therapy is using music for human health and well-being. And so depending where you're working, you do different kinds of things. Um, Currently, I work in long-term care 23 hours a week. And in that work, it's quality of life work. So I do an awful lot of song kind of work, just singing songs, people's favorite songs, talking about their music. We do some rhythm kind of programs, and we can do songwriting. So it's really based around song quite a bit in long-term care.
Right.
But I've also worked in community mental health and youth corrections and all over the place through my career.
There's something about music, right, that it just touches people.
Well, and in particular, it's really great in healthcare settings. I don't know if you've ever been stuck in a hospital or something like that, but it's very demoralizing to be living in a healthcare setting of any kind. And to bring music there just humanizes the experience and warms it up for the people who are there. For example, there's music therapy in the burn unit here, and so when people are going through their debriding baths, which are horrible from what I understand, I can't imagine it, then the music therapist is there just to do music and help engage the brain in something other than what is going on right now with a person's body. And so that, it's used in so many different ways.
Oh, right. Yeah, I understand. Like there's a gentleman in our building, he plays the fiddle and he hasn't gone for a while, but he used to go to senior care homes, long-term care homes for that same thing, right? Just people just connected and as you say, it helps them take their mind away from the current situation.
Mm-hmm. And the difference between him and me would be that I work there 23 hours a week, so I know the people very well.
Okay.
And I know what their favorite songs are or were, because sometimes people, with dementia, they don't remember those things. But then when I bring them back music that I know they love, that helps a lot. And when people are doing music, they have the capacity to cognate better. So music engages our entire brain simultaneously, and that helps all the other things, whether it's motor planning for someone with Parkinson's or it's memory finding for someone with dementia.
Right. It's funny because during COVID, like I have a lot of musician friends, and during COVID, all the local places were shut down for the most part. And I thought, this is when we need the music the most. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That was a hard time. Certainly a hard time. I
Yeah.
still went to work. Music therapists are considered essential workers in healthcare. So
Yeah.
I was out the door and working in long-term care through that time.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that actually, so you played the accordion, you used to play well, you just probably can still play the piano, of course. Do you play any other instruments?
I play guitar as well.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, I've played guitar since I was about 14. And it's all part of my music therapy work. I don't perform on guitar anymore. I might if the opportunity came up, but I don't very much. Mostly I perform on accordion.
Okay. Now, when you're performing with the bands, do you just
Mhm.
stay local or do you travel?
Um, we were going to do a tour. The Zydeco band was going to do a tour, but I broke my wrist the other day. So yeah, I've spoiled everybody's tour because I can't play, and you can't have Zydeco music without an accordion player.
So how
So
long are you going to be stuck with the cast on?
another 4 weeks. I'm just coming up to 2 weeks this week and hoping for a full recovery. I can't imagine if, it doesn't recover fully. So I'm just focusing on a full recovery.
Will there be therapy involved or is it not necessary? Assuming you have a full recovery.
Yeah, no, I'll need physio afterwards because if you're in this state, then the wrist gets really stiff. So, you know, when I get out of the cast, I'll have to do quite a bit of wrist and hand work, but I'm moving my fingers. I
Right.
have a physio. I'm very blessed that I'm a unionized music therapist, so I have full benefits.
Hmm.
And I've already been to see my physio twice since I broke my wrist because she's helping me figure out how to stay, well
Right.
while I heal from this.
So I know that you said when you're doing the musical therapy, you perform a lot of the songs that people know. Do you also write your own music?
Um, I haven't written music for me for a very long time. I did that when I was young,
Mhm.
and then I just started to notice how many great songwriters there were. And I really enjoy performing great songs. So that's really what I've focused on. I have written songs with um, participants of music therapy. So I've written songs to help process grief, for reminiscence. Um, I wrote a song for a young person who was trying to change his life and not be violent anymore. So that was a song like before I was like this, and now I'm trying new things. And so a song can really encapsulate a person's process, and it helps focus where they're trying to get to.
Yeah, for sure. Are you based in Vancouver?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of places that where you can go and perform. What about jam nights? Have you ever done that?
Oh yeah, I really enjoy jamming. Um, Especially when I have things coming up with the bands. It keeps my muscles strong. And when you play an accordion, you want to stay fit and well because it's a heavy instrument and you got to pump the bellows and that kind of thing. So I often go to jam nights. The first place I jammed a lot was down at Pat's Pub, and that has closed down. And then I started going to the Princeton Pub for the Tuesday end of the line jams. And if anyone's looking for the most generous jam, yeah, I would say it's that one. It's Tuesday night and it's been running 18 years. It's
Oh,
Sandy Bone and Double D run that jam, and they're very kind, very helpful. I go to the Ivanhoe and jam. I go to Donegal's in Surrey and jam. So yeah, I enjoyed a jam.
that's really cool. I like that. And one of the things when a lot of musicians, again, I told you I know a lot of them. So many of them are so generous with their space. When you're performing in a band, right? You have to be able to gel and
Yeah.
to get the best music and to get the best performance from everybody, right?
Hmm. Yeah, I really enjoy playing with a band. In my music therapy work, I'm the musician and I lead. And so it's a great, I really enjoy just being with other people and kind of playing off what they're playing. And yeah, I really enjoy that.
So do you have any? Okay, I just forgotten when this is going to air because I was going to ask you if you have something coming up, but let me just check the date for a second. I know it's
I don't have anything coming up till we know how this is. So I can't promote anything. I don't know how long it'll take for my wrist to be functional to do these things that I was doing.
right.
Because
So
I,
it's the
I
hand that,
broke I broke it right here, and the accordion, I'm using a lot. It's heavy.
yeah,
The bass side is a heavy thing, so it'll see how long it takes to get better.
right. I was just thinking about the accordion, like if you think of the days of Lawrence Welk,
Yes.
it was like polka type of music, basically, right? That you heard more of in the way back when.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking you don't perform that type of music, right?
I do at the care home. Sometimes people want a polka, so I enjoy a polka. But like I say, I first heard Jack Velker playing, and he played blues. And yeah, so I'm a really good blues accordion player. People say you play blues accordion. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a lot of fun. You can play Motown on the accordion. You can play anything on the accordion. It's a very versatile instrument. And unless you've had someone play that stuff for you, it's hard to imagine. But
Yeah,
I play swing tunes on the accordion, just anything. You can play anything on the accordion.
right. That sounds really cool, actually. I like that. So now, of those two bands that you perform with, how many members in each?
They're both five-piece bands. The Zydeco band always have an accordion player and a rub board player.
Which?
Rub board, the big
Oh,
rub
right.
board, yeah. That's the basis of the music. It's music from um, Louisiana and Texas, the border there. It's Creole music, and so the grandfather of Zydeco music is Clifton Chenier, and he was playing that kind of music, with a rubboard player and him. And then he thought, if I put a bass and a guitar and drums with this, we've got a band. We can bring this to more people. So
Right.
that's how Zydeco got going. And then the other band is a couple of guitar players and a bass and drums.
Okay. So now you were also at one time with what's that called? The Rusty Creek?
Yeah, yeah, I played with them for quite a while.
Okay. Do they still exist?
Yes, they do. The band leaders had some health concerns over the last while, so they've been kind of in hiatus, but hoping to get back to it as soon as they can. And they've been creating a new album as well.
Right. Now, as a musical therapist, is it just there two places, right? Oh no, sorry, you're also an instructor.
Oh yes, yeah, I teach in the Bachelor of Music Therapy program at Capilano University.
And when
So,
did you start doing that?
oh, this is my 28th September to go to work there. Yeah. So I teach piano, and piano in our music therapy program is teaching the basic skills to play all styles of music on the piano.
So what
And
the therapy learning come into that?
oh, well, that comes more in the classroom teaching,
Hmm.
but in my lessons, in the piano lessons, we talk about how you would, play with someone who needed this kind of thing, or um, teach a lot of different improvisational skills. Sometimes, one of the places I worked, I had a drum kit, and yeah, it was a mental health setting. And so people would come just work out on the drum kit. Well, then I need to know how to play, funk and rock and roll and all that kind of stuff to accompany them and help them have more fun in the music.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think being active, being part of it must be really, really great.
Yeah, so I teach those kind of skills to our students. They come in with all different kinds of backgrounds, from jazz to classical to self-taught,
Mhm.
and my job is to kind of fill in the gaps.
Very nice. Well, I think we've covered everything, or at least I hope you have. So just stay on camera for a second. So to the audience who would listen to Sue Baines, she's on Facebook. Do you have a website, or you just Google you and your name will come up, will
Yeah,
show up?
I Google me, you'll find me. I've written quite a few academic articles as well. So if you're interested in
Okay.
that kind of thing, my topic of interest is music therapy and social justice.
So where would people find those articles?
You can just Google me. Some of them are open access, and some of them, you need to have a library access to get to them.
Great. Okay, great. Well, that's really good. So, yeah, everybody, so Google her and get more information. And if you need to hire her for something, I'm sure she'd be well, once her wrist is better, of course. Anyway, thanks for watching the show, everybody. Take care and peace out. Okay, so just because this is still taping, even though I ended it, this will air. Where are we here? I think it's going to be the 13th of September. And once it airs, I'll send you the link. Okay.
Sure. That
Anyway,
sounds.
sorry.
Thank you very much, Nancy. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you. Same to you. And thanks very much for agreeing to be on the show. I love it.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Thanks a lot.
Bye bye for now.
Bye.